A consortium of 8 First Nations signed an agreement with Hydro One today, creating the opportunity for them to invest in an equity stake of the Waasigan transmission line project. Fort William is one of the partner First Nations. That's where the signing ceremony took place. Lee Noonan reports.
The First Nations, represented by Kwe-Kuchikewin Limited Partnerships, now have the option to invest in a 50% stake in the Waasigan transmission line and to earn a return on that investment. The new power line will run from the Thunder Bay area through Atikokan and up to Dryden. Fort William Chief Peter Collins calls the agreement historic and a milestone for the 8 communities.
When we signed the treaty in 1850, 172 years ago now, we signed that treaty and sharing in the natural resources of this country. And, it's taken us this long to start seeing those beneficial treaty commitments, and it's an exciting day, and it's a great opportunity for our young people to get educated, to make sure they're part of this project, to make sure they're part of the future, to make sure they're part of the industry.
Collins praises Hydro One for thinking outside the box and says, if Ontario wants to grow, it grows with us. GLP President Tom Johnson spent 4 years working towards this agreement and says it took time to build trust between the communities and the utility company, and that it feels good to see the agreement signed.
It's going to be a good thing for all our communities. It's going to give us some well-needed jobs that we don't have in the north here, and then some of the dividends that are going to come out of the Waasigan project are going to help our community in the long run.
Hydro One representative Jason Fitzsimmons presented the agreement as part of the utility's commitment to reconciliation, saying they would no longer accept the status quo in which Indigenous communities have historically borne the impacts of infrastructure development in their territories without seeing the benefits. He says it's too early to estimate what the cost or the economic impact of the project will be.
We're still in the development phases of this project. I think it's sufficient to say it's a very large project. It's 350 kilometers, stretches from Shunia right through to Dryden. So this is a very, very significant transmission project and very, very necessary for economic development in Northern Ontario.
Fitzsimmons says the first phase of the project, stretching from Shunia to Atikokan, should be in service by 2025, adding that partnerships like this one can help pave the way to a successful outcome. For his part, Collins says he expects the Waasigan transmission line to be similar in scope to the $770 million East-West tie project and to create significant economic and educational opportunities for the GLP communities. Lee Noonan, TBT News.